Dear students, in this session we are going to study about alums. When we talk about alum, usually we think of only potash alum, potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate with 24 molecules of water as water hydration. It is a double salt. It is crystallized by using potassium sulfate as well as aluminum sulfate. Maybe equimolar proportion. When allowed to get crystallized, you will be getting potash alum. The valency of potassium, alkali metal 1, sulfate radical SO4 2 minus, therefore 2, hence it gets the molecular formula. For aluminum, valency 3, 3 plus, sulfate 2 minus, therefore the molecular formula comes like this. That may be knowing. But in recent days, not only potash alum, different metals form the double salts, and those double salts are said to be alums. We have sodium alum containing sodium sulfate, aluminum sulfate with the 24 molecules of water as water hydration. It is said to be sodium alum. We may have ammonium alum. Ammonium is not a metal, but it may form a double salt, ammonium alum, ammonium valency NH4 plus ammonium ion. Therefore, NH4 twice SO4, Al2SO4 thrice, 24H2. We may also have what is called chrome alum. We may have chrome alum. Here only, instead of aluminum, we have chromium. Potassium sulfate, chromium sulfate, valency of chromium is also 3, therefore Cr2SO4 thrice, 24H2. So mostly potassium and aluminum. In most of the cases we have seen aluminum. Here instead of aluminum, chromium, but potassium remains. So when we talk about alum, mostly potassium and aluminum are involved, and it is a double salt. In general, we can denote the molecular formula for alums M2SO4, where valency of it is a metal ion with valency plus with valency 1, or monovalent metal ion. Sometimes it can be ammonium ion. It is not a metal, but with valency 1. So monovalent metal ion. It is a trivalent metal ion, M prime 2 SO4 thrice, 24H2. It may be considered as the general formula, where M is monovalent metal ion, M prime is trivalent metal ion. Instead of metal ion, sometimes ammonium ion may also come under alum. So these are the important alums. These alums are soluble in water, more soluble in hot water. When they get dissolved, they give their ions in solution. It will give potassium ion. You will be getting both the potassium and 2 potassium ion, sulfate ion, aluminum ion, 2 Al3 plus, and then again 3 sulfate ion, totally 4 sulfate ions, and then water. So all the ions are free in solution. 2 potassium ions, 1 plus 3, 4 sulfate ions, 2 aluminum ions. Total positive charge and negative charge will be equal. So they will give answer for these ions in solution. So that is the speciality of a double salt. Unlike complex salts, the ions within the coordination sphere will not get ionized, but in double salt, all the ions give answer for the test. Now let us go into the important alum, namely potash alum. So we are going to prepare potash alum. In general, how is potash alum prepared? It is prepared from alunite or alum stone. The alunite or alum stone consists of potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate with the excess of aluminum hydroxide. It contains potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate, but in addition to that, it has excess of aluminum hydroxide. AlOH thrice. The composition is little bit higher. 4 molecules of aluminum hydroxide. Potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate. Instead of water of hydration, we have aluminum hydroxide. That means in alunite or alum stone, we have excess of aluminum. When it is treated with sulfuric acid, enough quantity of sulfuric acid, what is happening? As usual, potassium will be in the form of potassium sulfate, and all the aluminum will become aluminum sulfate, both aluminum hydroxide as well as aluminum sulfate. It is a base, it is an acid, it is neutralized. Very simple way of writing the equation. You may be knowing aluminum hydroxide, when allowed to react with sulfuric acid, what may be the product? Neutralization. You will be getting aluminum sulfate, Al2SO4 thrice, valency of aluminum 3, sulfate 2, therefore Al2SO4 thrice, plus H2. How to write the balanced equation? 2 aluminum, therefore 2, 3 sulfate, therefore 3, Al2SO4 thrice. Here we are getting 6 OH and 6 hydrogen, therefore 6 H2. This is the balanced equation. Since we have 4 aluminum hydroxide here, naturally we need double the number of sulfuric acid. 4 AlOH thrice plus 6 H2SO4 gives 2 and 12. I have multiplied the equation by 2. Therefore, here we need to add 6 sulfuric acid for aluminum hydroxide. And apart from this potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate will remain as aluminum sulfate. Extra aluminum sulfate we have got 2. Therefore, totally 3 Al2SO4 thrice and then 12 H2SO, 12 H2. So, this is how from alunite we get potassium sulfate and aluminum sulfate and 12 molecules of water as water of hydration. With the solution, if enough quantity of potassium sulfate is added, because to get potash alum, we need potassium sulfate and aluminum sulfate in equal proportions, and then it takes up water of hydration to become potash alum. Now here in this product we have water, but more proportion of aluminum sulfate. So required quantity of aluminum sulfate, calculated quantity of aluminum sulfate is added. Here we have added excess of sulfuric acid so that all the aluminum hydroxide is neutralized to give aluminum sulfate. Now aluminum sulfate is in excess. We need more potassium sulfate, and therefore we need to add calculated quantity of potassium sulfate into the solution, and it is allowed to crystallize so that we get potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate, 24 molecules of water as water of hydration. Into the solution, if I add calculated quantity of potassium sulfate, maybe 3:3, you will be getting potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate with 24 molecules of water as water of hydration. Upon crystallization, you will be getting potash alum in the form of crystals. It is a white crystalline solid. Potash alum is a white crystalline solid, and the aqueous solution is found to be acidic when it is dissolved in water. The aluminum sulfate part undergoes hydrolysis to give back aluminum hydroxide and sulfuric acid, which is acidic, more acidic, weak base, and therefore the solution, when it is dissolved, when potash alum is dissolved in solution, it is acidic. It is acidic in solution because of the formation of aluminum hydroxide and sulfuric acid. It is said to be acidic. And then when it is heated, it melts first at about 365 degrees, 365 Kelvin, it melts. When it is heated further, maybe 475 to 500 Kelvin, when it is heated further, it loses its water of hydration. All the 24 molecules of water as water of hydration will go off. You will be getting potassium sulfate, aluminum sulfate, 24 molecules of water as water of hydration. When it is heated to 475 to 500 Kelvin, already at 365 Kelvin, it is melted. The molten mass, when heated further, it loses water of hydration, and the mass slightly swells up, and the swollen mass is known as burnt alum. It won't have water of hydration with it. It is said to be burnt alum. Alum without water of hydration, which is formed above 500 Kelvin, and it is known as burnt alum. When burnt alum is heated to red hot, it decomposes. When it is heated to red hot, further heating, what is happening? Potassium sulfate remain as potassium sulfate. The aluminum sulfate part get decomposed into alumina, aluminium oxide, aluminium oxygen, Al2O3. Only one oxygen from each sulfate radical is taken up by aluminum to become Al2O3, remaining SO3, 3SO3. You will be getting 3SO3. So, burnt alum, when heated further to red hot, it gives potassium sulfate. Potassium sulfate part remain as such, but aluminum sulfate get decomposed to alumina, aluminium oxide and sulfur trioxide. Then the potash alum when treated with ammonium hydroxide. Potash alum when treated with ammonium hydroxide. 24 molecules of water as water hydration. When it is treated with ammonium hydroxide, what is happening? Instead of aluminum sulfate, ammonium sulfate is formed. And instead of ammonium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide is formed. So, when it is treated with ammonium hydroxide, just the hydroxide part comes over here, sulfate part goes there. More or less a double decomposition among aluminum sulfate and ammonium hydroxide. So, the product, what would be the product then? Potassium sulfate, aluminum should become aluminum hydroxide, AlOH thrice, valency of aluminum 3, that of hydroxide 1, therefore AlOH thrice, and then ammonium sulfate, ammonium ion, valency 1, sulfate ion, valency 2, therefore molecular formula NH4 twice SO4. So, how to balance the equation? Both the aluminum should become aluminum hydroxide, therefore 2. All the 3 sulfates should become ammonium sulfate, therefore 3. 6 hydroxide, 6 ammonium ion, therefore 6 ammonium hydroxide. That's all. Now, uses of potash alum. It is used in the purification of water. Potash alum, the aluminum 3 plus ion in potash alum is a coagulating agent which neutralizes the charge on the clay particles in water, thereby it precipitates the sand particles. So, it is used in the purification of water. It is used in waterproofing textiles. It is used in dyeing industry, paper industry, leather tannery, and it is also used as styptic agent to arrest bleeding. It is because of the coagulation, the charge on aluminum Al3 plus high charge, it has got 3 units of positive charge, it can coagulate and therefore bleeding can be stopped. Blood is coagulated and the bleeding can be stopped. So, that is about important aspects under alum. Thank you.